Cloud wants to talk now. Sure.
Hey, Teach, hold on a minute, okay? I'm gonna have this cleared up in no time.
Okay. Do you need some help? Ugh.
Nah, that's okay. I'll be finished soon. I'm just in the middle of mixing up a new poison.
Okay.
And done.
I feel like you should have more abilities associated
What do you think
with
of that,
poison.
Teach? A colorless, odorless poison. Say, care to test it out for me?
Chug, 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 chug.
Whoa, really? Actually, I was just kidding. If you drink this, in 2 days' time, you'll have terrible, let's call it stomach trouble.
Diarrhea.
I hear your silent question, Teach. Why the delay? That's so it can be used even if you don't have access to the target when you need the poison to take effect.
Fair enough.
Naturally, I have no immediate
It lets
plans
you
for this stuff.
create an alibi.
I suppose I just felt like broadening
I
the
like
old
it.
horizons a bit.
I like it.
When devising schemes, it's best to have as many options at your disposal as possible. Expanding those options is kind of a hobby for me.
Why such a dangerous hobby, dude?
Well,
That's
I
disturbing.
grew up in an environment where it was necessary to think that way. It's like I told you before, I wasn't born into a life of luxury.
Ah, ye be raised by
Ever
pirates.
since I was a child, I've always been seen as different from those around me. An outsider of sorts. I've been resented and hated. There have even been attempts on my life. I don't believe I've earned such treatment, but that's how it goes for people like me.
I don't think of you as an outsider.
Thanks, Teach.
If anything, I'm the
In
outsider.
many ways, I'm just a normal person like everyone else. But in the right environment, anyone could be seen as an outsider.
Like
It
me.
can become overwhelming. And that's why I kept running, kept fighting.
Wait,
As a
wait.
kid, I spent a lot of time licking my wounds and coming up with schemes, trying to keep my nose out of trouble while plotting against my enemies. My parents always told me I wouldn't grow stronger if I didn't learn to fight my own battles. And so in the end, I did. And I grew up to be as independent, as self-reliant as my parents always wished for me to be.
Yay.
Lucky me, right?
Yeah, lucky you. You grew up well.
If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it must be you, eh, Teach? I get the feeling you know what it's like to be an outsider.
Yes, did I mention that
When
my
I first
heart
laid
doesn't
eyes
beat?
on you, I knew you weren't like everyone else. People don't care for folks like that. You do well to watch your back. On the bright side, that's also part of the reason that I find you so interesting.
Don't care, Cloud.
Okay, so our task this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery in support of the knights,
Yes.
who are busy trying to stop an assassination
So now,
plot. Here's
I
the thing.
assume we'll do the
I
same
don't
thing.
think the bad guys are really trying to assassinate the Archbishop.
Correct. So we'll probably still have to go to the underground tomb area. Same exact
Precisely.
quest.
That secret note with the assassination plot on it, there's just no way that was real. People don't just carry around secret notes. Someone wanted us to find it.
Someone like
You really think the
Edelgard.
assassination plot is just a distraction?
Oh yeah, that makes complete sense.
Trust me,
What are they really after?
you cannot assassinate
If I
Rhea.
knew that, I wouldn't be so worried.
Have you seen her?
Let's
She's a
see.
giant fucking
It probably
dragon.
involves somewhere that will be empty during the rite of rebirth, yeah?
She takes up
The
like 20
ceremonies at the
squares.
Goddess Tower.
Or 16.
It follows
Goddess?
that everywhere else at the academy will be severely understaffed. Do you think they're after the church's donation money? I
No.
hear noble families tend to donate quite generously.
My bet's on the dining hall. It's
Yep.
a treasure trove of delicious food.
Gotta go with Raphael on
Makes
this
me
one.
angry just thinking about them getting their grubby hands on it.
They're going for
Let's
food.
split up and look around. I'll keep an eye on the reception hall.
You should get in some training if you have the time, Hilda. There's a good chance we'll have to fight.
Oh.
Well, I'm not the only one who needs to train here. It's not right to single me out like that.
Yeah, but you're the one that tries to
A
dodge
secret
training.
meeting, Professor?
Professor?
Oh, we haven't been in.
Yes, I know who you
Shamir
are.
is one of the knights.
I work for Lady Rhea.
You work for Rhea, eh? I'll fucking kill you.
Yep, I help Lady Rhea. I've got to protect Lady Rhea. So
Cyril adores Rhea.
Yeah. God, I remember editing this episode like 3 days ago. Okay, so the quests are probably identical to what we did the first time around. Let's see, the tournaments, connoisseurs. Yeah, since they're identical, I won't bother showing to you guys. Again, this video will primarily be supports and any other unique dialogue I can get with Golden Deer. Bye. 4 bits. Raphael, stop grunting.
Whew. Time to rest.
Again, dude?
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
Oh, yeah.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
Yeah, but being
I've
helpful
heard
is.
that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
Wow,
If
that's
someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be
Good
a
of you.
virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
Oh, how
So you're
nice.
saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely.
Sure.
If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is.
If you live
I
that
can't
long,
see
yeah.
into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality.
Oh, yeah,
That is,
school.
if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry.
Oh, God, you're telling me.
For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Lysithea, do you have a moment? There is a matter of significance I'd like to discuss with you.
God, I hate Lorenz so
I know
much.
you're always seeking the attention of ladies, but why are you wasting your breath on me?
Don't be
Freaking
silly.
lolicon.
I want to discuss the future of the Alliance, to have a constructive and candid exchange of opinion.
I'm not so sure I'm the one being silly. Actually, I'm busy. Stuff to do.
Now,
Careful.
hold on just a moment. House Ordelia will never benefit from such a narrow-minded mentality.
I was under the impression you were interested in me as a person.
Oh,
What do house
burn!
matters have to do with anything?
As it stands, the bonds between Alliance lords are quite weak. If this state of affairs persists, I'm afraid those bonds may dissolve entirely.
I couldn't care less.
House Ordelia may be small, but a small house is fettered by fewer obligations than a larger one.
Point
Apply
being,
yourselves
what?
actively in diplomacy, negotiate wisely, and you could do much to help maintain peace among the neighboring lords.
While true, you're a
Recognition of
condescending
those lords
prick,
would benefit
so
your
we don't
house
care.
immensely. To that end, why not start with me, the heir to House Gloucester? It couldn't hurt for us to become friends, could it?
Yes, of course, when the time comes. But right now, I'm quite busy. Maybe later.
Bye.
As it is, I'm studying magic for the benefit of the Alliance, and I would appreciate it if you left me to it.
Ah, I see. Then forgive the intrusion. I will take my leave of you for now.
In other words,
But
fuck off,
if there is
Lorenz.
any way I can be of help, to you or your house, I hope that you won't hesitate to ask. After all, as I'm sure you know, the future of the Alliance is my responsibility.
The future, he says.
Me.
As though I have a future.
Oh. Why do you feel like much more of a protagonist than Cloud does? Lorenz, talk to Hilda.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Oh,
You've
right,
done
this.
so much for me. You've been a tremendous help.
The
It
manipulator
was but a
and the
trifle.
easily
Surely
manipulated.
there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Yes,
Ugh.
of course.
Ugh.
Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically, I can, certainly. But if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul
God
of a
damn
true
it.
noble. I'll have to write back home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh,
Oh,
Lorenz.
yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a
You
matter
are
of fact. He
so
gets upset
easily
if I don't.
manipulated.
And yet I never have much to write about. I've been really
Just
straining
wrapped
for
around her little
topics.
finger.
That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Reverse psychology.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I
God
shall show
damn, now
you
you're
exploits
blackmailing
of a
him.
nature
Cool.
more thrilling than you could ever dream. Incidentally, when you
Wow.
write to him, please do not refer to me merely as Lawrence. Please use my full name.
Lorenz Helmen
Gloucester.
Glaucus.
This will be an excellent opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
Gloucester. Gloucester.
What a funny boy.
Hilda's just like, ah, you're a moron. Funny, funny man. Lauren's just with me, okay. Lysithea and Marianne? Yeah.
Marianne, do you mind if I ask you about something?
Yes?
Okay.
It's about animal behavior. Among us all, you surely know the most about animals.
What do you know? You can't prove anything.
I've read that in outdoor
Where were you on the
animals,
night of the 5th?
wild animals can sometimes cause unexpected confusion. What do you think would be the best strategy to... are you listening, Marianne?
I think she
I was
passed out.
listening. I just don't think I can really...
For crying out loud! Why do you always have to admit defeat before even giving yourself a chance?
My advice would probably just put everyone in danger. You'd be better off without me.
This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible.
Ooh,
You
snap.
seem convinced you're some sort of cursed being, destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you encounter.
Calm down. Both of you need to
Why
chill.
do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense?
I just...
Just what?
nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment. I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own.
Yeah.
Perhaps more grave than yours, if you
I'm
can
super
imagine.
curious to know what they are.
Really?
You keep alluding to them.
Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can.
Aw.
Each time we find the light in the dark,
I sort of like you,
we
Lysithea.
grow, bit by bit. And without growth,
Still like the
what's
other one
the point
better.
in carrying on?
Leonie.
Lysithea,
That's the one. Lysithea.
I
Oh.
envy your confidence and strength.
You're my number 2 girl for this house.
Don't envy me. Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you?
Yes.
Aw.
Well, maybe someday.
The time is now! This is your moment!
Oh, okay.
This is your moment. The time is now.
That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me
Where's
out
that
by
from?
answering my questions about wild animals?
I feel like that's
I'll
from
certainly try
some
my best.
teen spirit musical, maybe. Whatever. And that's actually all the supports. Until I talk to those two. Okay. Okay, Lorenz, you pretentious prick.
Professor,
What do you want?
have you been looking for me again?
Nope. Well, actually, I
am
have.
very busy, you know.
More
I
complaints.
must insist that disruptions for light-hearted chats of this kind be kept to a minimum.
God damn.
What did I tell you about falling victim to such salacious and slanderous rumors? As I've told you, there is obviously a
Yes,
conspiracy against me.
that's
There
what
is
the problem
no manner
is.
in which I could possibly be considered bothersome.
They actually seem bothered.
Professor, I assure you, you have been deceived. My adversary has poisoned the hearts of these ladies against me. The plot goes deeper than I thought.
Wow. There is no conspiracy. This is real.
But
You are a
you
textbook
truly do insist-
narcissist.
please Please understand, Professor. I am not some scoundrel out for conquest.
You just want to get laid. I get
to
it.
fulfill my duty as heir of House Gloucester.
And your duty is to leave
my
behind.
responsibility to continue our noble line by finding a suitable lady to be my wife. It is a rigorous process. My family has the very highest standards for appearance, grace, temperament, and pedigree.
And you wonder why the women are bothered.
Typically, yes, even if others are sometimes critical of that notion. For the nobility, marriage is not merely a union of individuals, it is also a union of families.
God damn,
It would not
Lawrence.
benefit House Gloucester to be tied to a family of powerless commoners, would it? To achieve supremacy, it is necessary for my line to be tied to that of an influential family. That is the best path to peace and prosperity.
Go marry your
for
sister
all.
or something, dude.
So, as you can see, the future of the Alliance rests on my shoulders.
Wow. That's a remarkable
It is nothing out of the
responsibility.
ordinary. Those of us with noble blood are born to this duty, you know.
He is so narcissistic.
That being said, to avoid misunderstandings, I shall restrain myself until things calm down.
Okay, thank
I
you.
would rather not cause trouble for you after all.
Thank you, Lawrence. Jeez Louise, dude. Hey, Marianne. You feeling okay?
Professor?
Professor?
There's something I need to say.
Okay. I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. How should I put this?
You...
I don't seem to be getting along with everyone. I don't contribute much either.
You're like
Am I
a
nuisance to you, Professor?
more intense
So
version of Bernadetta.
Of course, my adoptive father may not understand.
Like, Bernadetta was
but if
cute
I must,
with her shyness. You are like...
my adoptive
I'm
father
surprised
is
you
one of
haven't
the
killed
nobles
yourself.
Of the Alliance. His territory is to the north.
You are
He was
creepy.
a distant relative
in
who
that
took
degree.
me in after my parents vanished. He's blessed with great drive and ambition. Some may go so far as to call it avarice. He wishes to marry me off to a
Ew.
powerful noble. That's why he sent me to the academy.
Hey, look, more
If
worthless
I left
parents.
now, I'm sure he'd have a strong opinion about it. Sorry, I strayed away from the topic. I'm not good at telling stories either.
It's fine, it's fine. You were saying? Yes.
Oh, of course. Where was I? So, as I was saying, are you sure I'm not bothering you, Professor?
You're no bother at all, come on.
I'm so grateful to hear you say that. What I'm trying to say is, you should keep your distance.
God damn.
I'm more trouble than I'm worth.
See, Marianne, or however you pronounce her name, she's super pessimistic and avoids people because she thinks that she'll ruin their lives with no real reasoning behind it. Bernadetta, at least, didn't do that. She just thought that she herself was annoying and avoided people. She preferred being alone. It's like, I don't know. Come on, man.
You only say that
You're worse than
because you
Bernadetta.
don't know the real me. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Whatever. It's probably going to be something along the lines of she killed her parents. I don't know.
Oh, hey, Marianne.
Leonie?
You still
I
pissed?
thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here?
Oh,
I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you?
A little.
You're probably scared of me now. In the moment, I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did.
Trust me,
If
they
you want
weren't
me to
good.
leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me.
Except
Leonie,
fear itself.
I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way.
Wait!
Huh? Hey, what is it?
It's like she's trying to say something. Jeez. Stop talking and let me talk.
I don't mean to bother you, I'm sorry for keeping you here.
Come on, man.
No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time.
Aww.
I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking.
I know it's hard. You've been through a lot. But it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends.
Yeah.
I make everyone
Friendship.
uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation.
You make everyone
Hey,
uncomfortable
we're having one right now.
because
I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable.
you're super
I'm
depressing
actually really happy.
and blame everything
so don't
on
worry
yourself.
about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better.
Oh,
Huh.
As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies,
Yeah.
things you like, a dream you had
Just
last
start
night.
ranting,
No,
rambling.
anything.
Randomly. That's what I
okay
do.
Then. I like this flower. I think
That's
it's
boring.
nice.
I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color?
Oh,
Won't
really?
they be a different flower
I'd
then?
like to see that.
To be fair,
Great.
I
Come
don't know
visit
much
my
about
village
botany.
someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Yay! You're happy now. Sure thing, Lysithia. What's up, girl?
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training.
No problem. I got it. Anytime, girl.
I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful.
You're so nice to
Everyone
me.
thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong.
I have
After
resting
all,
disinterested
were that the
face.
case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it.
You are quite determined.
You think I'm determined?
Yes, stay determined. You are the
Professor,
hope
I...
for the
Thank
future of
you.
human and monster kind.
You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic.
That's true
If
too.
you can call the power of my crests a knack, they aren't
Crests.
wrong per se.
Plural.
Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for.
Yeah, what's that
Anyhow,
about?
I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power.
Girl, you a hard
If you
worker.
notice how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy.
Oh, okay.
Well, you see,
Yes.
It is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name.
That doesn't seem
I'm
right.
determined to someday be of real value to them. And that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left.
Oh, that sounds sad.
Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
See, the only other person we've seen with 2 crests has been Edelgard. And she got hers through incredibly fucked up experimentation. Oh, Hilda wants to speak. Sure.
Hey, Professor.
Hey, Manipulator.
There are
What's up?
a lot of hardworking people here at the Academy, huh?
Yeah, you should be one.
Even Claude. He acts carefree, but secretly he's so serious. Everyone
so
focuses
serious?
on training without even needing to be told. Maybe they think I must protect my friends, even if I have to risk my neck.
You mean you won't protect your friends?
Of course I'll try to protect them, but I don't understand why anyone would want to risk their life for someone else.
Right, sociopath,
When you
got it.
die, no matter how you died, it's over.
I know, people die when they are killed.
To me, it's more important to enjoy life. We only live once, after all.
YOLO!
It's a
Or
waste
Rolo, I
to
guess.
spend all your time working and
Rolo!
being responsible, right?
No, it's not a waste.
Well, no matter what people may think, I'm going to keep being me.
Okay, fine,
So
be
in
that
our
way.
next battle, I'll support everyone from the sidelines.
Nope, you're... Nope.
Aw, come on, please.
I'm just like, nope.
How about I do something for you as a way of saying thanks?
Wink, wink.
Oh, I know. I'll let you join me for dinner in the city. Everyone would be jealous, you know? They'd all love to spend time with me. Okay, just think on it.
I mean, only dinner? Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Super creepy. Okay, so that's it for this month-end episode. If you like watching support things, that's why you're here. Yay! Thank you guys for stopping by and watching the video. If you liked it, do the thing that does the thing that lets me know about the thing. Until next time, bye-bye.